Okay, I see that I'm broadcasting live to YouTube. This is a live stream test, as I have not much of a clue how to live stream. Um, and I could say blammo, like some uh, very famous YouTubers. Blammo. Get your Flip City here, boys. Hmm. And looks like I went. Um, and everybody, please bear with me as this is the very first live stream I've ever done. And I have no clue if anybody is watching, and etc. So, if you're here, welcome. What we're looking at is the cover of Flip City's Spooktacular. This is our current edition that has already hit mailboxes of subscribers. It's already for sale up on flipcitymag.com. I thought it was time to go ahead and broadcast it out to the tubes and the foxholes to just give you a look at our current cover. Our Christmas edition, of course, is already at the printer and should be hitting mailboxes mid-November. But if you take a look at the illustration here, we think it's pretty funny. This was made by our famous Pester Pooch, the derelict doggy. And he decided to place some Fed Boys that are super glowy right outside the Flip City headquarters with the pumpkin pipe bomb. We do kind of like to head off potential threats to our persons by satirizing them first. So we thank Pester Pooch for calling this one out immediately. Our house isn't nearly as cool as the one on the cover, but we are comfy up in the mountains of Southern California. Sunny Southern California. Anybody that wants to talk crap on California, I'm not going to stop you, but California is a very, very beautiful state, especially if you are not in a city center, which you're not. We're relatively rural by California standards. So, yeah, that's where Flip City headquarters is. And we got the little cat down there calling it out. Feds! Feds, 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 feds. Yeah, so I don't know how I can check. I got such a shit simultaneously to check for chats, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my phone and see if I've got anybody watching me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to our inside cover page. We're really excited about this. We partnered up with Rise Attire to make the dopest merch possibly available. So what they did for us, which was awesome, when we launched our partnership together with our signature series, they decided to pick 3 images from inside the magazine. We've got what they named the Fouch there right in the front with the burning pile of masks and newspapers sitting on the throne because, of course, he is the science. Nobody can argue that fact, right? And then to the right, you'll see our Kyle. Yeah, that illustration was done by our dangerous Dave McDowell right after Kyle was acquitted because, of course, we know he did nothing wrong. Self-protection, right? So we've got that, and then to the left we have got Chicago Blues. We've got Beetlejuice with the most popular president of all time until our current most McDowell. And as we look through the magazine, we are going to see Pope and our mission, and is just marching right alongside us to give you the most outrageous, hilarious, sometimes thought provoking satire that is available in print. I we search and we cannot find any competition. I think it's a blessing and a curse. A blessing because, of course, we have no competition, because people are so unused to holding physical media these days that people don't know what to do with us. Also, we are absolutely unfettered irreverence. We don't care who we offend. It's not part of our mission statement, but it's kind of like in the background part of our mission statement. We do not care who we offend. And it's usually people that cry easily that get offended, but also I think we're kind of dangerous to, the GOP establishment, what we like to call conservative Inc. I'm sure plenty of you have heard that term thrown around plenty. I think we're a little dangerous to conservative Inc. as well. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're super excited to have partnered with Rise Attire. Really, really great people over there. Their website, you can see at the bottom, riseattireusa.com. If you wanted to go straight to the Flip City collection, put that /Flip City in there and take a look. Something that's really exciting, we haven't announced yet, but it's coming very soon, is what they did for us for Christmas, and it is amazing. I know Maxanon spent tons of time designing our Christmas sweater, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. I'm sure once it's launched, we're going to do all kinds of promos and great stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. So that's just the inside cover of our most can get it going. Of course, it went twice. We've got our table of contents. This is pretty typical of what we do for our table of contents. We put tiny previews of what you'll find within the pages of the magazine. And of course, when you get to the page, you get the full illustration and the additional context of what these things mean. But our headliner piece for Halloween is Strange Earthlings. Freaking hilarious. Basically, the synopsis of this piece is Ash Levin. You will see right there. Ash Levin, so it's the 11 character, but kind of nodding to Ashley Biden. She gets mad at her brother, which we will see kind of soon here. Let's see. She gets mad at her brother because he wants her to help him in his schemes to, I guess, kind of launder money. Tears open a hole in time and space, and then they need to go and close the hole again in the upside clown world. It might be upside down clown world. The illustrator on this piece, Deft Hand Amen, from Australia. He's just amazing. Our plan with him is to, in every single edition, have him illustrating the lead parody. Wonderful guy to work with. And hopefully you guys get to meet him soon. I'll announce something here in a little while that we're planning on doing that should just be full of laughs for everyone. So that is Strange Earthlings. It's a little preview of that. Of course, you can buy this in print in our 14th edition. It was released September 1st, and it's our annual Halloween edition. Something super important about this, our Halloween editions, that we usually add an additional 16 pages from what our page count normally is in the magazine. So we go all out for Halloween. All right, our next feature, we've got Dangerous Dave McDowell. doing the illustrations on this. Stars Who Sold Their Soul to Satan. This is satire and parody. We do not know these things for a fact, but it is still a pretty funny read. And I am going to see if I can see what's going on, if anybody's watching me real quick here, so hang on one sec. So yeah, as I learn how to live stream better, I will, I'm sure, get plenty of tutorials from my live streaming friends who may be watching and laughing their asses off at me right now, because I do not know what I'm doing, and I just decided to go live. Checking Foxhole right now to see. Oh, look at that. Let's see, it says I'm live, so I'm going to go in there. Looks like I've got 3 people watching. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm going to hop in the chat here. Oh my goodness, I've got Classical Chick. And you gave me 12 gold pills. Wow. It's the first time I've earned on Foxhole. Thank you, Classical Chip. Chick. Chip. Nice. Yes, and Classical Chick says, finally a sweater I can wear. Thank you so much. That would be awesome. And then I'm gonna also on my phone check our YouTube and see what's going on over there. And while you're waiting, I'll just go ahead and flip to the next stage, the next page of Stars Who Sold Their Soul to Satan. We've got Daniel Radcliffe. I wouldn't be surprised. And Goose is over there watching me on YouTube. And LeVar Burton. So you can read what went on with all these stars that sold their soul to Satan. And we've got Paul Rubens and Beyonce. Paul Rubens, who knows? Who knows what that guy say? I would say, you know, she may be MK Ultra. So again, if you go to flipcitymag.com, this is issue 14, our Spooktacular, if you wanted to order that. But personally, I say go and subscribe. You don't want to miss a single issue. This piece, Fauci's Ice Cream Shop. It is terrible to laugh at these things. So, you know, subscribe to Flip City Magazine and feel guilty for laughing at these things that we shouldn't be laughing at. Yeah, so this was illustrated by our own Daryl Collins. He just has this really great classic style, and I think he's been in issues 7 through current, and we just love Daryl. He illustrated and wrote this entire piece, so don't blame us. You know, in, I believe it's issue 12, as part of our Revolting Artists series, we interviewed Daryl. Daryl hates the Fauci so much. He said things that we actually edited out of the magazine because we don't know how many feds might be subscribed just to keep an eye on us. I say that somewhat tongue-in-cheek. You know, I don't think we're that important at this point in time for the feds to be watching us that closely, but you never know. So yeah, we've got Fauci's Ice Cream Shop. Try all 33 flavors. We've got coffee, double depopulation crunch, maple walnut in mRNA, Moderna mocha muerto, molasses paralysis, myocarditis mint. You know, it's absolutely horrifying. We all know it. What are we going to do about it? Personally, Flip City's here to help you to laugh at it. Pretty dark. Here's a short story written by Kyle B. Stiff. We think Kyle is freaking amazing. We love that guy. Just something that I find pleasure in letting people know is Kyle B. Stiff was Flip City's very, very first subscriber. We did not know him. He found us on Gab. I think that's the only time I've ever sold anything on Gab. Um, and art by David McDowell. It's a really funny short story. In the previous issue, he wrote a story called Pedo Protection Force, and I think I will be going into giving you a short preview of that cover and just kind of not necessarily read the short story to you, but just let you know that that is something that you can find. This one, They Them Lived, is inside issue 14. And in fact, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go ahead and show you my lovely face. And just show you that we have got, these are print magazines, you know, they are physical. Here's the cover, really beautiful. We've got all these pages inside. I think digitally I will kind of show you more of the pages that we've got inside. But hey, look, we just saw those digitally, and here they are. Oh, I will show you this. Frank Epstein, our very first pull-out poster, kind of like old Mad Magazine used to do. Designed nicely as well, because if you look on either side, I believe we've just got promos on either side. So on one side, it's just to join our Tinfoil Hat Club. And then on the other side of the Frank Epstein, we're always asking people to subscribe. We cannot survive without subscribers. This is our main bread and butter. Way that we survive is subscriptions to Flip City Magazine. We believe that's all we need, is subscribers and readers. We've really got the smartest, funniest readers out there. We really offer a break from digital dungeons. We all know social media is cheap. Well, it's free. And they're tracking you. We don't track you except for, for our own purposes of tracking where your magazine may be and to let you know if your subscription has expired. So yeah, that's the physical spooktacular. Totally worth it. We try to keep our pricing reasonable, all made in the USA, between our contributors, our printers in the in Wisconsin. So when you subscribe, you go on our subscriber list, and that list is provided to the printer, and they mail straight from Wisconsin. Pretty centered in the United States. So distribution goes from there, even though we are in beautiful Southern California. So I'm going to go ahead and hop back over here. And yeah, a little more. I'm just going to kind of flip through the pages a little bit so you can see more. Pester Pooch, again, on the inside, alien indigestion. Not Halloween again. Really funny piece. This was illustrated by Tony Talbert. Fred English. This is by Ross Hendrick. One of his own originals. He does the illustration and writing on these. Fred English, heteronormative, white cis male. Everybody should just hate him. And it doesn't seem like he even knows woke happens. And behaves accordingly. It's very funny. Very, very English. Ross is from Great Britain, or England. We've got our interview with a spook. We've got DALL-E, the AI, that these pieces of art for us. We're a small business. We take art to where we can. We do pay our non-AI artists. Unless, of course, they want to donate something, and we happily take donated pieces. We've got Michael M there. Uh, One fun thing that Flip City does is with a purchase of any past edition, our free giveaway is a tinfoil hat. We do love it when our readers send in pictures of them wearing the tinfoil hat. I don't know if you noticed this, but right there in the middle, we got Owen Schroyer to put on a tinfoil hat and be very serious reading Flip City. That is one thing about these pictures that come in that I don't understand. Everybody's so serious reading Flip City as if they're listening to some kind of serious report or something like that. I see a couple people smiling, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, if you wanted to join the Tinfoil Hat Society, you can purchase any past issue, and it comes with a handcrafted tinfoil hat. And I'm going to hop back over here to me so you can, so that you can see me and see my tinfoil hat that we worked so hard to create. So it's a fun little tinfoil hat. They're not really made for adult heads, but let's see how I can balance this one on my head. I haven't ever really tried with this size. It might go right over. Cute. Extra protection, because, just kind of looking into information, not agreeing with mainstream narratives and the lying mockingbird media turns you automatically into a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. We're just going to go ahead and own it. We're going to own it and put on our tinfoil hats. So any past edition comes with a free tinfoil hat. Something else we just launched was our gift subscriptions, preparing for the holidays. So if you went over to Flip City Mag and clicked the buy subscribe button, you would see that, in fact, you know what? Why don't we do that? Why don't we go over to FlipCityMag.com and how to personally, I don't think it's too hard to do. So we go FlipCityMag.com. Of course, I've got it saved in there. All of you should have it saved in your browser too. We put out free content online as often as we can. Of course, our print magazine is our number one priority, but often enough you can go to FlipCityMag.com and be able to see what kind of new content we've put out. There's many pages. See, we put out Daniel Radcliffe's stars who sold their state. Put that out for free on our website. Really hoping people are liking the content and going over and buying some past editions or subscribing. Anyway, so that is just a preview of what our website looks like. And I'm going to go up here to our buy subscribe. Yeah, so that is our store. It's on Shopify. Personally, we prefer everybody to subscribe. Cancel it at any time. Doesn't matter when you can cancel. So we go here. Hitting up our subscriptions. We have got our print subscription. I just launched our gift subscription. It comes with some extras. Our typical subscription is 1 year. You'll get 6 issues delivered bi-monthly right to your mailbox. But with the Christmas subscription, we're doing something kind of fun. It's going to be a 7-issue subscription. The reason being is that the notification that we send to the recipient, the person who's getting the gift, is going to include our Christmas edition for free. Would send you this Christmas This is probably the worst thing in the world for me to do. Right there, that is our Christmas cover and our very first official preview. So I guess you can find yourself very lucky that you were here for the preview, the very first preview of our Christmas cover. Um, so that is sent with notification of a year-long subscription to the recipient. These, of course, are our past editions. We don't know what our future edition covers are going to be, but it gets the point across that 6 editions will be sent throughout the year. It's $50. And then we've got a couple of bonuses. We are going to do a personalized note card with whoever purchases the subscription, name, and then whoever the recipient's name is. Hey, we got this cool Flip City Magazine subscription from your Uncle Bob, who is that cool uncle that everybody loves. So I don't know if I'll write that many words for you, but it comes with a couple of books. So it's a 7-issue subscription. It is not an automatic renewal, so it'll just go through the year 2023. And if you wanted to buy it again next year for the same person, you just go into our store and get another gift subscription. So oh, and we have this fun little option as well. You can do the gift subscription plus add our most recent 4 editions. That would be issues 11, 12, 13, and 14. So for an extra $30. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So yeah, that's something we're pretty excited about. We're going to do a real big Christmas subscription push. It's a great way to red pill people in the physical. A lot of our movement is done online, and I'll ever back down from saying online is cheap. It we function in the physical, so yeah, I prefer the physical. Some prefer the digital. So we do have a subscription. If you go up here, and you didn't care to run your fingers over those silky glossy pages, you can go and buy Flip City Digital. We've got our digital overload package that includes our very first 14 issues sent to you digitally immediately to your inbox in a high quality format within a zip folder. And then we've got our digital subscription. There is an option within our print subscription where you can buy the digital and subscriptions. So if you wanted both, it's just an extra $10. You'd go here, click the drop down, and then click the print and digital. So for an additional $10 on the print subscription, you can also add the digital. So I don't know if that was completely boring to you guys, but I'm going to go back over here to our most recent edition, our Spooktacular, and just take you through the rest of it. So yeah, buy any past edition of Flip City Magazine, and you'll automatically be enrolled in our Tinfoil Hat Society. We'd love to see a picture of you wearing it as well. I'm going to just scroll through that one. I showed that in the physical. That's our Frank Epstein pull-out poster. Again, subscribe. We need subscribers to keep going. Got Urban Jungle by Devlin Allister. Another bunch of illustrations by Dave McDowell, Horrifying Hate Groups. Another spread by Daryl Collins. We've got Haunted Hell House. You know, pictures worth 1,000 words. All these cute little illustrations in here. Of course, we've got our Fearmonger and a Trail of Blood. What's a Halloween magazine without a trail of blood? Uh, Gavin's Wiener. This is all about the Senate bills proposed and or passed or denied in the state of California by Mr. Wiener. Yeah, horrifying. We always like to give quizzes or games. In each edition, we've got our firearms safety test. Woke World. We have been publishing Woke World not in every single edition of Flip City Magazine, but uh, in plenty of them. It's probably one of my favorite original um, properties that Flip City has is Woke World. It's about the Woke family and Norm, their son, navigating, trying to live a normal life in basically Woke World, and everything that the lunatic left wants has come to life in this, I guess, what they would consider a utopia. Anyway, in the previous edition, this Woke World goes to Ukraine to liberate. This is the end of the story, so I'm just going to scroll that real quick. Norm, holy moly. And then we got our alphabet agencies. Personally, we say dissolve them all. We don't need any alphabet agencies to rule over us, right? The illustrator on these pieces is Jake Kassler, probably one of our youngest contributors. And another one of Flip City's properties, biker, mobster, zombie, meth lord. You'll find a lot of these throughout all of our editions, and I believe this story is about to wrap up. If you wanted full context, you'd have to go back and read through all of the Flip City editions. Yeah, so I think the title, it's sort of explains where we're going: biker, mobster, biker like Sons of Anarchy, mobsters like The Sopranos, zombie like Walking Dead, and meth lord like Breaking Bad. Dude, we just love The Sopranos. And Daryl Collins, his interview is in this edition. So, things move so quickly around Flip City. I forget what goes in which magazine. So, Daryl Collins, we have an interview with him, and he calls Fauci out on the carpet, part of a Revolting Artists series. And they won't shower the establishment with meaningless platitudes. Anyway, and we've got a fill-in puzzle for you. Vlad Kolinik sent in this piece, gave it to us for free, so I'm sure you notice all of those witches' faces, and we just wrote a spell that's pretty funny. And I think we're getting close to our back cover. I think that's the back cover by our Pester Pooch. Love that guy. Anyway, so Flip City Magazine, flipcitymag.com. Here comes where the part where I beg. So we can't survive without our readers. That really is the way we make the funds to continue publishing. I don't know if you know this, but printing is not cheap. We do offset printing, and I'm just going to show you kind of a stack of what we've done in the last couple of years. This represents Flip City Magazine, how much we've put out. I'm going to show you, we're going to go through this digitally a little bit. This was issue 13. But in fact, I'm going to give you the full wraparound cover because this is probably one of my favorite. So this is a cover for issue 13. We've got the Pedo Wagon, and this story was written by Kyle B. Stiff, and this illustration is just amazing, made by Daryl Collins. Pedo Protection Force is a very, very funny story of when basically the protection that we pay for through our taxes goes towards protecting pedophiles from the ultra mad. And of course, we've got the Screaming Viking. Which, by the way, I'm gonna just show you a meme that I made recently. I guess it's a meme. We're not really memers. I think memers would laugh at me for saying check out my meme. Flip City Magazine, America's Last Laugh. We've got the Viking there, basically telling everybody to share our shit. It's not huge fans of social media. I don't know how many people out there just love social media, but we put out a lot of content on our social media, and we're a lot of places, and I guess we get excited if we get 3 likes. We don't know why our stuff isn't shared. The art may look too good to be true, so people are afraid. I don't know why we don't get shared. We would really, really, really love to have people share our shit, and help us kind of build our digital footprint. Even though we function in the physical, we prefer to function in the physical. These days, you can't get very far if you don't have an online following. So we humbly ask for you to share our shit. You can find us almost everywhere if you just put in at Flip City Mag. Gab, Truth, Twitter is Flip City Online. We're probably on our 15th Twitter account. Facebook. Let's see, Parler, if anybody's still on Parler, Minds. We're all over the place. So look for us on your favorite social media platform at Flip City Mag. You'll probably find us. If not, search Flip City Magazine. You can probably find us that way as well. So yeah, follow us and share our shit. Share our shit. If you want. It'd be greatly appreciated. In fact, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Pilled, give it a thumbs up or a red pill. I guess you can give it a blue pill if you don't like it on Pilled. I don't know why anybody on Pilled wouldn't like it, but, you can troll me. I don't care. In fact, if you want to make fun of me, I am all for it. It might hurt my feelings a little bit, but I am okay with you being irreverent towards Flip City Magazine. In fact, those are some of my favorite emails that we get from our readers, is when a little salty with us. It makes me laugh. And it makes me practice my customer service skills, which are the bomb, in my opinion. So here is our digital wraparound cover of the Pedo Wagon of the Pedophile Protection Agency. I can't believe there are so many streamers out there that just can go on and on and on and on. My throat is so dry. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a little preview of the interior of our previous issue. Not our spooktacular, but the issue previous to this. So, because I have it in a single page view, and this is not the print edition, you're only going to get the front cover of this issue. I just really, boy, we are lucky. Flip City Magazine is so blessed and so lucky to have attracted so much talent, so many freedom-minded artists have come to Flip City submitting their portfolios. We've published over 20 different contributors at this point, most of them paid. Some people donate to us their artwork, and we appreciate that too. So, yeah, I think we got Rise Attire again, the bomb. They like to use the word dope. It's not really in my vocabulary, but when I think of Rise Attire, I'm like dope, 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 dope. Because their designs are dope. And, taking our illustrators' work and having them placed on premium hand sewn material, it's just a fun thing. When you purchase something from Rise Attire, if you go to riseattireusa.com/Flip City and make a purchase, that's supporting three different businesses, because we've got Rise Attire, we've got Flip City, and then we have Rise Attire's actual manufacturer. Um, that revenue is going to three businesses, and then we also give a cut to the artist whose work is on the shirt that you bought. So if you bought the Kyle piece, we have a royalty that goes to our Dangerous Dave McDowell, and so you're actually, with one purchase, that's getting split between three different businesses and one of our revolting artists. It's something that the freedom minded community is always screaming about, like, buy USA, buy USA. And, like, this is freaking awesome. It's going to four different, places of the Buying USA collaboration, baby. Love that Rise Attire. They're dope. They're very dope. All right. Once in a while, so there's our table of contents for issue 13. And we've got Kitty here wearing the giant tinfoil hat, talking about the Flip City mailbox. When we do get hate, which is not a ton of hate, we're very blessed. Most of our communications are all love and encouragement, because our readers are the smartest, most caring, wonderful people. I don't think they're online so much. That's why we don't get our shit shared. Um, but that's okay. They like the physical. They get the magazine to their mailbox. But this is pretty much hate towards Flip City. It's kind of a funny read. We don't intend to piss people off, but we do sometimes. Well, we don't want to piss the wrong people off. Our readers. We like to keep them happy. Our lead parody, Deft Hand Almond, doing the illustration here, a parody of Star Trek Picard, but it's Star Trek Retard. Of course, we mean no offense to anybody who is mentally handicapped. I think at this point in time in the history of language, who uses that word anyway to put down a mentally handicapped person? If you're putting down a mentally handicapped person, you're probably a big piece of shit. Anyway, so it's a pretty funny piece. Captain Retard is super woke, ends up offending a super conservative alien race, and hijinks ensue. That alien there is Bezos. Yeah. We've got a Regressives by our English Ross Hendricks. We like reading these voices in American accents, but Ross's takes on his characters with his English accent, very, very funny. Here's the beginning of the short story that the cover is based on, Pedophile Protection Agency. Art by Daryl Collins. We've got a couple pieces here from our Pastor Pooch. We've got big problems with Big Rubber, Big IPA. I don't know if there's anybody out there that appreciates an IPA. I will once in a while. Big wood. And by the way, when we look at these illustrations, especially with our Dangerous Dave McDowell, basically Scott sends over the writing and they get free range. They get free range with what they would like to do with with the piece. So they read it and uh, illustrate their own take on it. Sometimes we're hoping Dave does something, and then he doesn't give it to us, but we still laugh because it's his own creative expression. We appreciate allowing that. Wow, I've got 2 whole people watching me on YouTube. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for watching me on YouTube. Uh, okay, this is the what Rise of Tiger called the Chicago Blues piece. Disturbing. Let's see, did I skip one? I don't know where I'm clicking anymore. Uh, this is so wrong. Sudden adult death syndrome. I'll read through a few of the symptoms of SADS. Shortness of life. Vital organs not functioning or missing. Post-mortem stress disorder. And of course we've got our little write-up there. And here's the illustration that goes along with it. Eesh. Bon Jovi's bass player. Not sure if you knew what happened to him. Another piece by Pester Pooch. Love that guy. So yeah, you guys can get all of this in print for a relatively wonderful price at flipcitymag.com, and then hit that buy subscribe button. It's all over the place. So we've got Dali here again. Actually, it was our very first time trying the Dali program, and just kind of goes through the queries that we put in and what the AI gave us back. So we've got a query of reptilian wedding, middle right, in the upper left, Fauci sitting on toilet has monkeypox on his face. So it looks like he is a monkey. And then anime George Floyd. Anyway. Oh, I particularly like Alex Jones trying to convince a frog to be straight. So I think that was maybe one of my favorite queries. Got Urban Jungle again by Devlin Alistair. And I'm going to go ahead and go back over to our website and walk you through again how you can subscribe and help us moving forward in our mission to make America laugh again. I'm going to go home. So we're going to go to our Flip City home. So besides up here at the buy subscribe button, but you can always go there. You can scroll down, and we've got these animated things saying, hey, please, please, please go to our store, buy subscribe, support American culture makers. We're like basically making print available again, where the new Mad magazine with complete irreverence. We've got all kinds of testimonials. People love us. Also, people hate us. So you can go and see what people have to say about Flip City Magazine. Salty Cracker has said a ton about Flip City Magazine. Always very, 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 very complimentary. We love Salty. We love Salty Army. Really a great movement. Probably that's where you're going to find the people with the best senses of humor is our Salty Army people. If you're involved with Salty Army, you probably have a sense of humor. and we appreciate you. So yeah, if you're super broke, you can always just sign up to our mailing list. Allow us to build our product to you every once in a while, but we also try to make that somewhat entertaining. And you get a free digital edition of Flip City, so you can take a look at what you want at what's inside Flip City and decide if it's worth your hard-earned money to purchase a product and receive a physical edition. Don't forget, you also get that tinfoil hat. So yeah, you go to flipcitymag.com, click the subscribe now. It's going to open a new tab and take you to our store. Let's go ahead and check out Rise Attire's just a little page I made on the store because I love those guys. They're dope. They're so we partnered with. We're very proud to have partnered with Rise Attire. They're always grinding. Right? Okay, so from our store, if you are interested in checking out some of Rise Attire stuff, if you click on, I believe, if you click on any of these designs here, it's going to take you straight to the design itself on Rise Attire shop. So you can't buy within our store card Flip City magazines and Rise Attire designs. That would have to be two different checkouts because we are not we're not that affiliated. I mean, we're not like in bed together. I mean, we're kind of in bed together, but not in a dirty way, like in just like a friend way. So they've got all kinds of dope merch. I love the hoodie. I love the Fouch hoodie. I think that might be the best seller at this point is the Fouch. It's one of those things, it could be a red pill for somebody to walk down the street wearing something that's eye catching like this, like that is unmistakably Dr. Fauci, and a normie might have caught on to the news that the whole COVID pandemic was a giant lie, a giant freaking lie, and then they might not have thought of it much, but you go trotting down the street in a shirt like this that's obviously Fauci, and they're like, hey, whoa, there's somebody else that also kind of figured out that, like, maybe Dr. Fauci isn't, like, the coolest, bruh. Maybe he lied to us. And then maybe they stop and ask you a question. And I know readers or anybody even watching this stream from Foxhole or on YouTube would love to talk to somebody that has questions. Because I'm sure you know how to answer any question a normie is going to ask you. So, plus it's beautiful. It's freaking awesome. That. I mean, look at this design. It goes beyond what you're going to get print on demand from any of your favorite creators. Because this is all hand sewn, made to order, basically apparel, like really great, awesome American made stuff featuring Flip City art. I'm really happy that we partnered when they're the best. All right, so yeah, there's me begging again. We're under the covers and begging. That it was the promise. Like I said, Flip City Magazine ceases to exist if we do not have readership. And further, I will say, our readership is the funniest, smartest people that can be found in the United States. Yeah. So, by the way, Christy went in here cold, and that's me. My name's Christy. I don't know if I even introduced myself because I don't know how to stream. Um, I went in cold, have much of a plan except for to kind of to show you what you can get between the covers of Flip City magazine. I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go through the rest of issue 13. Yeah. All right. Am I going forward or backwards? Let's see. Charts and Digital Kids, another article. Satirical, of course. But actually, wouldn't be surprised if Digital Kids ends up being a thing in the next 5 to 10 years if our culture keeps denigrating, getting worse and worse. People will stop having children and will opt for the digital child. This is an original piece by Jess McDonald. It's Elon in Birdland. Now what's going on with that Twitter thing? I'm sure many people would be happy to tell me exactly what's going on. Dave McDonald, this is one of the first pieces he actually wrote for us, kind of based on this illustration he sent over to us unsolicited. We loved the illustration and asked if he wanted to write an article to go along with it, and it came out real good. We really like it. I think Dave should write more. Another installment of Biker Mobster Zombie Meth Lord. Really, if you want to understand and follow along with Flip City original content, you will want to purchase past editions. We've got our digital overload package. If you wanted to subscribe, but you wanted to kind of be in the loop as to what we've been doing over the past couple of years, great package to get would be the digital overload package and then the print subscription, and then you can remain current, unless of course you're a collector of physical media. Go back and purchase all of our past editions. We've got packages, and we'll be launching our newsletter. That's where we announce a lot of our new products. Smartest guy in the room. Who does not know the smartest guy in the room? Usually a very annoying asshole, but somewhat humorous once in a while. So that's the inside back cover illustration done by our marvelous and only female illustrator, Kelsey Cade. Love her. And of course, we always have to remind people that they can buy past issues and subscribe at flipcitymag.com. Our revolting artist for this edition was Vlad Kolenik. And I don't think I've ever asked him if that's how we're supposed to pronounce his last name. But we've got a few of his pieces there, and a short interview with Vlad. Wonderful guy. All of our contributors, our artists are probably some of our biggest fans and supporters as far as, keeping the morale up around Flip City. Our contributors are freaking awesome. Love them. Love them. And in fact, you know what? Let's go back to Vlad Singh, because I am going to pretty much announce this now. First time. We are doing a big show November 25th. It's going to be a gift subscription drive show and just variety show. We're pre-recording all kinds of skits. We're going to have animations. We're going to do raffles. It's going to be a really good time. The live panel, we're inviting all of our artists and contributors to come on. I'm hoping it's a packed house because this is going to be the first time that the artists that contribute or basically kind of work together without directly working together because they're working through us. They're going to meet each other for the first time and expect it to be just an amazing love fest and tons of fun. So if you're listening to this, mark your calendar for November 25th, streaming to YouTube, Foxhole, Odyssey, and Rumble. I believe those are the 4 places that we're going to be streaming, and we're going to be sending out notifications through our email list, posting all over social media where it won't get shared unless whoever's listening to this might want to share something. I don't know. I think it might be appropriate to go back to this. Seriously, share our shit. Please, please, do I have to beg? I guess that's in the title, so yes, please, share our shit. You know, you don't have the money to subscribe, get free content to your inbox, sign up for our newsletter. You can subscribe to our YouTube. We put out animations. We also put out these live streams, apparently, of me having to come on and beg you, please, please, please support American culture. Buy our magazine and share our shit, please. It'd be really cool. We'd really like it. Yeah, so, yeah, that's Flip City Magazine. We've published, I think, about 550 pages by now. We launched February 2020, and in fact, I will go back here live with myself so I can show you. We launched February 2020 with this cover. So, this is our premiere issue featuring the Virus and Mask. Note the date, February 2020. This is before all this shit went down. When Scott pitched this cover idea to me, this was before all of the nonsense started and all of the fear-mongering really started. We launched with this Virus and Mask cover. I told him, it'll be over in a month. It wasn't even being hit that. I think it was still kind of like China. I think it was okay to still call it China virus then, in the media. And it wasn't a huge deal in the Western world. Scott pitches cover, and I was like, all right, we could do that, and we have no audience, so do it. But this thing's gonna be over in no time. But with the vaccine and all of the just horrible crap that we have to deal with, I'd say this is still a relevant cover. Launched February 2020, but I think it gives a good idea of kind of how much we have our finger on the pulse of culture and manipulation and, the cult, I guess. So, that was our very first issue. It's still for sale at flipcitymag.com. Yeah, so I think I'm going to sign off here. It was a fun live stream. Not sure how many people watched it, but I'm going to probably keep it up on YouTube and the Foxholes for anybody that wants to watch it after the fact and see me stumble through my first real live stream under the covers and begging. I would expect this is going to be a somewhat regular series because to keep our engine running, we need to constantly beg for subscribers and purchases. It doesn't all go straight into our pockets. It goes to our printer, our artists, advertising, all that kind of stuff. So, flipcitymag.com. Check out our free content. Sign up for our newsletter. Follow us on social media. Share our shit. Yeah. I guess that's a lot of call to actions, but some people love to have their fingers flying, zooming through the interzones. Check us out at flipcitymag.com. Buy and subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on our social media. And To tell you the truth, I don't know how to stop streaming.